A pair of coyote attacks in San Francisco is certainly causing alarm for pet owners this evening.
KPIX5's John Ramos explains some are worried the coyotes are losing their fear of people.
There isn't a lot of room for nature here in the middle of San Francisco, so as a result, residents are fiercely protective of any kind of wildlife. But there are real dangers to having that kind of compassion. The signs are up and the paths are closed in Corona Heights Park in San Francisco. It's coyote pupping season, and in this city, coyotes are not only tolerated, they're given a safe place to breed.
Yeah, I was surprised that there's like an area here with an active coyote den in the first place. That's like already pretty interesting in the middle of the city.
I hope that, humans and wildlife can live in peace and not, attack each other. But I'm glad that, San Francisco allows them to kind of do their thing and keep residents safe at the same time.
That is the sentiment of a lot of San Franciscans. Live and let live. But that's not how nature works. The coyotes are predators and are always on the hunt for food, and as they lose their fear of man, they've become bolder in killing small pets. Twice in 1 week, small dogs were snatched in front of their owners when they momentarily let them off leash. One of them occurred at the corner of 14th and Castro, a half-mile from the park. Bobby DeBernardo and his dog Joanne were chased back into their house this morning by one of them.
It noticed us and then it crossed the street, no problem, and started getting closer, so we ran back inside.
So it actually came closer to you?
Yeah, it saw us and came to us.
That's a little unnerving, isn't it?
Yeah, very. Yeah, it's not the first time that's happened.
Signs are posted everywhere warning pet owners to always keep them on a leash and advising that small dogs be picked up and removed from the area. There are also constant reminders not to feed the coyotes, which is only making them more comfortable around humans. Andrew Davies snapped this photo of one of a pair of coyotes that were eyeing him and his dog Rufus. But that's something he's willing to live with.
Yeah, of course, there's a balance that needs to be kept, but I just believe that every creature has at least as much right to be here as I do. And I wouldn't dream of culling them or anything like that.
But DeBernardo wonders if the city's hands-off policy for coyotes is coming at the expense of those who suffer the devastation of losing a beloved member of the family.
I think it's gone a little too far, the compassion, when they are stealing dogs and cats and pets. Yeah. I don't think that people without dogs realize what they mean to us. Yeah.
In San Francisco, John Ramos, KPIX5.
Animal control folks do say that coyotes are protected by state law and only the Department of Fish and Wildlife can remove or relocate one.